the T-Rex attack. It's still absolutely incredible. And there's one detail that I've always loved in Jurassic Park. When the T-Rex flips the Jeep over, bites the tire, and then like pulls back and then goes for the second bite. I know this is a very specific thing, but can you talk about just designing that sequence and the way the T-Rex interacts with the car?
Well, you always want to, add like little bits and, bits of business. I mean, initially, I was in with the very early script meetings with David Koepp, and there would be a bunch of things that, they kind of had me there for, because I was hired because my foot was in two camps. One, I understood how to mount a production like this with visual effects, and how to go about doing that effectively. And I also was kind of an amateur paleontologist and knew a lot about paleontology. So when we're in story meetings developing the script, Crichton on the page would have things like the Tyrannosaurus picks up the Jeep or whatever and shakes it like the beast from 20,000 Fathoms. And you just point out, well, it can't do that because, the Tyrannosaurus weighs 3.5 tons and the Jeep almost weighs half of that. So there's no way he can pick it up and his jaws wouldn't fit around it and blah, blah, blah. And so, you would propose, what ifs, what if we use the natural behavior of the Tyrannosaur and had him do to the Jeep what he would do to an animal, and he would like bite it, he'd turn it over to get to the underbelly, and he would do what a Tyrannosaurus would do to try and immobilize the thing. And we even had a scene boarded that would have been really creepy, where he starts to drag the thing back into his lair. And as it was, I think we shot some of that. I don't remember, but Spielberg deemed it that the scene was getting so intense at that point that he kind of backed off because it was just getting creepier and creepier and creepier, and so he reached the perfect creepy level he was satisfied with. And
were you rooting for him to get creepier?
Yeah.
Were you rooting for him to get creepier? Or did you want him to push in that direction? You're like, let's just go all out. It's a monster movie.
I wasn't directing the movie, so
that's nice.
Like whatever Spielberg wanted. But you'd find things like when the lawyer gets killed initially in the script and the storyboard, the T-Rex is just like a train and just blasts through the thing with the lawyer sitting on the toilet. And, you assume the guy is dead. And we're there on the set and, go to, all of a sudden, I went to Steve and said, hey, you know what? We should have the dinosaur eat the guy. He goes, yeah, we should do that. And all the producers came out and went, well, that's not budgeted for, blah, 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 blah. And, I go like, hey, you know what? All you have to do is tilt the camera up. Just do a couple of takes, and tilt the camera up. And if you don't want to use them, you don't have to use them, but you have them because we're here. There's no downside to it. And knowing full well that, Stephen was going to do it. And what he and Kathy did all the time was they traded shots. Everything, the budget, each shot had a specific number attached to it. And so he would move things around. He would cut a shot here that he felt that he didn't absolutely need in order to get a shot that he thought would be a lot better.
Yeah. And so then you got the shot and it turns out it wasn't too expensive and it's one of the highlights of the film.
Yeah.
Nice.
And you had to have it.
MinnMax is a Patreon about games, friends, and getting better. The Deepest Dive is the best, most thorough discussions about games on the internet. Prove us wrong, please. The MinnMax Show podcast airs every Thursday. Patreon supporters vote on what we stream every single week and a whole lot more. Give us a shot, try subscribing to the YouTube channel, and we hope we can win you over.